Thank you for being here tonight as we work together to build a stronger Salt Lake County and advance our positive conservative message. We have prepared these videos to streamline tonight's meeting and ensure you have a great experience. Again, thank you for being here.
What is a precinct chair and what are their responsibilities?
The precinct chair is the elected leader of your Republican voting precinct. The precinct chair is responsible for noticing, organizing, and hosting the precinct caucus.
The newly elected precinct chair takes office at the end of the caucus meeting. The precinct chair turns in all donations collected at caucus and the results of delegate and officer elections to the legislative chair who is over your precinct.
So the precinct chair is critical to the operation of the party. You're the main point of contact for all grassroots efforts, organizing events, and for coordinating volunteers. As a precinct chair, it's your responsibility to appoint and replace delegates if there's a vacancy. The vice chair then attends to the duties of the precinct chair when the precinct chair isn't available, including attending central committee meetings.
An extremely important responsibility of the precinct chair is to be seated as a member of your county party central committee, which is the governing body of your county party. The county central committee meets quarterly to conduct party business.
In addition to running the meeting on caucus night, precinct chairs play an important role because they represent your neighborhood at the county central committee meeting. They serve as the liaison between the neighborhood precinct and the other elected officials and party leaders.
The precinct chair has the responsibility of contacting each delegate to ensure that they will be attending the convention. If a delegate is unable to perform their duties, the precinct chair notifies the legislative chair that there is a vacancy and that the precinct chair will appoint a new delegate. This must be done no later than 2 weeks before the convention. After the 2-week deadline, no replacements will be allowed and the precinct loses their delegate vote. So the precinct chair must be on top of this.
What is a delegate and what is their responsibility?
At caucus, your voting precinct discusses issues and values important to you. Once you've had a chance to discuss the issues and values important to you and your Republican neighbors, you choose individuals to represent your voting precinct.
The representatives we elect at the caucus meeting are called delegates because we delegate them our authority to represent us at the county convention and the state convention. There's those two types of delegates, you know, state and county.
The delegates meet with the candidates for public office in your voting precinct to find the candidate that best addresses the issues and values you and your neighbors decided were important. This is called vetting. The candidates will seek out the delegates and invite them to town halls and other meet and greet type events. For this reason, each elected delegate must provide a text-capable phone number or a valid email address. The email and phone number will be verified in the first 24 hours after caucus. Any delegate with invalid information will be replaced by the precinct chair. So it is very important that the delegate provide accurate information.
The delegate is given the responsibility to meet personally with every candidate for public office in which your voting precinct has a vote. For county delegates, this includes a state senator, a state representative, and all countywide offices. For state delegates, this includes a U.S. representative, both U.S. senators, all statewide offices, and state senators whose district crosses into another county. These are referred to as multi-county districts.
After meeting with all the candidates for public office, and based on the issues and values discussed at the caucus, the vetting process, the delegate chooses the candidate for each office that best represents the needs and wants of the voting precinct.
The most important responsibility of the delegate is attending the nominating convention to cast votes for the vetted candidates. The vetting of candidates has no meaning if the delegate does not attend the nominating convention. The county delegate attends the county nominating convention, and the state delegate attends the state nominating convention. The delegate must also be prepared for a second or third choice if their first choice does not make it through one of the rounds of voting.
An often overlooked responsibility of the delegates is to return and report. Your neighbors chose you to vet the candidates, to ask the hard questions, to see them eyeball to eyeball and see how they react and how they explain why they want to represent you. Now, as you get this information, even though you may have some initial impressions of candidates, they may change. And so you have the opportunity and the duty to stay in contact with your precinct and let them know how the vetting process is going and also receive feedback from your neighborhood. The term of office for a delegate is 2 years, and you have the responsibility of attending the nominating convention in even years, where you choose the candidates for office, and in odd years you attend an organizing convention where party leadership is elected. The county delegates attend the county conventions, and the state delegates attend the state conventions.
All right, it's time to vote. But before you do, let's talk precinct chairs. The precinct chair is a member of the County Central Committee. The Central Committee is the governing body of the county party. I answer to them. We meet quarterly at Central Committee meetings. It is encouraged to have a county delegate serve as a precinct chair. One reason is that county delegates select party leadership. So while county delegates selected me and the other county party officers, the precinct chairs have to put up with me at our Central Committee meeting. Thank you for being here tonight, and I know you will select good precinct leaders and delegates who will properly vet candidates and help us build a stronger party and advance our positive conservative message.